If you are here today and you feel embarrassed to come for free screening, remember this is not the time when the disease was attributed to a curse. Come out for the treatment because it is not a curse and stop the superstitious beliefs. Immediately one gets swollen stomach, they attribute it to a curse. Aren't the gods tired already? Ghana's version was marked by the chiefs and people of Goaso to highlight awareness and plot a path to overcome impediments in the campaign against cancer. The disease is killing people, and it has become disgraceful. That must be taken into account. Imagine living with your wife who has one breast. If God doesn't intervene, you would abandon her or take her back to her family. Until then, when you married her, she was healthy. If we don't fight this disease with resilience, it will be a cause for concern. President of Breast Care International, Dr. Beatrice Wiafiadai, says it will take an integrated approach by the government, non-governmental organizations, private sector and all stakeholders to evolve cancer reduction strategies aimed at providing greater access to care for the poor.
Most of the diagnostic measures are very expensive, so those in the cities are the ones who are able to afford such services. But without diagnosis, we cannot cure or we cannot give the care that we need to give. So we want to talk about this. We want to start the discussion. So we look at the way we offer health care in the system. Are we looking at the disparities? No. So when the person is able to afford the diagnosis, then we go ahead with the treatment. Don't forget that we also have palliative care to talk about. Palliative care is something that has to be looked at seriously as a nation. Our system whereby a relative is taking care of when there's a disease is going back. Is, people are traveling, people are going to school. So if somebody is sick, the children may not be there to take care of them. We should look at that critically and train caregivers who will be taking care of our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunties, our uncles, for us whilst we work in the city.
Dr. Adai indicates that cancer in Ghana could be significantly reduced if charities operating within the space are assisted with adequate resources and logistics to reach the hinterland where the condition is pervasive due to abject poverty and ignorance.
What about those who are not able to afford? What happens to them? When I use breast cancer as an example, a woman can come to the treatment center with a stage 1 disease, but because she hasn't got the money to pay for that diagnosis, to pay for the core biopsy, she can stay in this same hospital for so many months until she even gets into stage 4. And this is unacceptable.
Close to 2 decades, Breast Care International's mass public education, advocacy and counseling among other programs have helped innocent Ghanaians. Dr. Adai is therefore calling on the media and policy makers to continue to strengthen the campaign against cancer.
So as the discussion is starting, we would plead with you, the media, to move with us so that we bring to the authorities this kind of gap that exists. We all have to do our part, and I can do something, you can also do something. Let's do the little that we can do in our own way to close the care gap.
A report by Mohammed NURUDEEN.